Hello, my loves. This is going to be a love reading for Aquarius, all right? So I'm going to get one card for your person's energy, one card for your energy, mutual energy, and then we'll get three more cards and we'll go over, all right? I saw the Seven of Swords, but it didn't pop, so. But I feel like for mutual energy, you guys could feel like that you guys are both sneaky, all right? Or you're both hiding something from each other, all right? Or you guys are both not faithful to each other, all right? So I don't know if this is somebody that you already know, that you're already connected with, already committed to, or this person just feels like you have other options and you feel the same way too, Aquarius, all right? For your person's energy, though, they have coming out the Six of Swords, okay? For your energy, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And for mutual energy, the card that actually popped is the Ace of Wands, all right? Feel free to flip-flop the energy, all right, however it resonates, all right? This could also be a reading about you versus yourself, okay? All right, and then at the bottom of the deck, my loves, we have death and rebirth. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You don't have to be, all right? But there's some type of transformation happening within the connection or within your lives individually, and then that's going to transform the connection, whether you guys know that or not, all right? So your person energy, it's crazy because I actually wanted the first card to be your energy, but I keep on saying your person, so I'm going to just go with that. But they're walking away from things that no longer serve them, all right? This person could, which I've had these cards for years and I've never felt this way. This person could work on a boat, okay? Somehow their occupation could involve a boat, all right? If that resonates with you, then you'll know what I mean, all right? It could require them to be out at sea for long periods of time, okay? Only jobs I can think of off the top of my head would be like a fisherman or Navy, all right? Or something like that. It involves water. Possibly they're even a water sign. We did say Scorpio. They could be Pisces or Cancer. I don't have that in the cards, but it has something to do with water and a boat, all right? In sailing, all right? It's very precise, but it doesn't have to resonate. But like this is where they are physically, I'm hearing, and then mentally they feel like their emotions are rocky. They're all over the place and they want to walk away from things no longer serve them, all right? They could be wanting to end a career or some type of job that they feel like that keeps them at bay or keeps them away from you for long periods of time, all right? For your energy, though, you have the Nine of Pentacles, so you are taking your sweet time, Aquarius, all right? Or this is how this person is feeling, all right? Or you could be really wanting to take your time, all right? In the past, for some Aquarius watching, you could have been very, like, fast to act in love, or you could maybe have fire in your chart, a lot of fire, or you could have just been very passionate and wanting to move very fast with people and you didn't know them that well, all right? And of course that has their consequences, but it also showed you some lessons that it's good in life to take your time, all right? I know I'm going to say, since it sounds really crazy, you could be going too slow, all right? In actuality, all right? You could be very cautious, all right? Or you could be letting like past situations cloud your judgment, thinking that you have to go that slow, all right? Use your own discernment, all right? You don't have to resonate with what I'm saying. This could be making this person's emotions even more rocky or making them overthink a lot more, all right? They want some type of clarity as well too, some type of confirmation to calm their emotions, all right? I'm hearing that this person may wear like a poker face, so you may not know that they are feeling and thinking all of these things, all right? You may not know even their occupation, all right? I'm hearing that you guys may not have that much conversation because you're taking things so slow. You're allowing them to happen naturally, which isn't a bad thing, all right? That could be what's making this person feel even more attached to you, because you are so in tune in your own energy and working at your own pace and doing your own thing, all right? A lot of you guys could be focused a lot more on finances, even possibly your health, or both, okay? Mutual energy, my loves, is going to be Ace of Wands, all right? So there's a lot of passion, all right? I don't know if you guys have been intimate with each other already, and intimacy doesn't always have to be physical. It could be conversation or spiritually, because I feel intuitively that there's a strong connection, all right? But there's a lack of communication sometimes, or a lack of clarity, and I'm stuttering and stumbling over my words. So there could be like some things that are unsaid, all right? Or some, I don't want to say a block, throat chakra, but it seems like there's a lack of communication at times, all right? A lack of clarity, okay? You guys could feel like it's a physical connection and maybe it won't be anything deeper. I feel like your person feels that heavily. I don't know if you feel that way, Aquarius, but you could, because it's in the mutual energy, the Ace of Wands, but they could feel like that it may only be a physical thing or that's the only thing that you're looking for, all right? But they could feel that way about a lot of people, so that could be maybe an insecurity they have, or both of you guys have that same insecurity, all right? We usually meet people that do, okay, whether we're aware of that or not. For the challenge, though, you have the Nine of Wands, so guarded, all right? You could be allowing your wounds to, like, cloud your judgment. I think we talked about that earlier. I maybe didn't use the words, but you could be wanting to fight to still be independent or be still in, like, a warrior energy, which isn't always a good energy to be in romantically, all right? But that could be you or your person could both always be in that energy, so it's very natural to you. Or do you feel like you have to protect yourself from people, or protect your heart, or your emotions, all right? Or people won't understand or they won't listen, all right? That could have been your experiences with people. That could have been an actual thing that actually happened to you with multiple people, and it's conditioned you, which helps us to survive and keep pushing forward. But a lot of times that conditioning can actually hinder us romantically when we finally meet a person that we feel like that we want to connect with, or that there is a spiritual connection, all right? So I get very long term for you and this person, all right? Or this is what they want, or this is what you want. If this is what you're wanting to know, it's mutual. I'm seeing in the cards. For your potential outcome, though, you have the Two of Swords, Aquarius, all right? So there's a need for you to trust your intuition, all right? You could be afraid of making a blind decision, but there's a need for you to feel things out. I wanted to say follow things through, all right? So that could... it could be a need for you to follow things through, but if you have been contemplating something, or some of you guys have a lot of Pisces in your chart to be dealing with the Pisces, but you don't have to. But there's a need for you to feel things out right now, all right? It may not, sometimes love or romance doesn't have a lot of logic, Aquarius, all right? Sometimes it's just our emotions, our what feels right, all right? And so trust your signs, your synchronicities, all right? And it could be a time for you, my loves, to get out of your head and get more into your heart space, more into your body, okay? So there may be a need for you to ground yourself more, especially with the King of Pentacles being your advice. Yeah, ground yourself more, right? So maybe possibly spend more time in nature, prayer, meditation, however, whatever ways that you find that helps you ground yourself more, right? I'm hearing even exercise will too, all right? Nature could be speaking to you, Aquarius, all right? The person you're connecting with could be a Taurus or Earth sign. They don't have to be, though, okay? I'm hearing there's a need for you to be confident, all right? Confident is key, or this person is really confident, or they're wanting you to be confident in, like, following up and following your intuition. Maybe they could hint that from you, or maybe they lack that, so they're hoping that you'll take a leap of faith and follow through, all right? And so maybe this person has already conveyed to you to a certain extent that they're interested in something long term, or starting something up with you. I'm also hearing reconnecting for some of you guys. I don't see them in the cards, but for some of you guys, this could be somebody that you've disconnected and they want to come back together with, all right? I don't get really heavy energy, but it could be, all right? Take out resonates, because we do have the Death and Rebirth at the bottom of the card, okay? At the bottom of the deck, excuse me. Yeah. I see a lot of, like, prosperity and abundance within this connection, all right? And I see that you're growing into, like, I guess a higher version of yourself, all right? I think that when we end cycles, or we enter into different relationships or connections or environments, that it a lot of times brings a more evolved version of ourselves, all right? And I see that that's where you're going towards, all right? And so there may be a bit of work that you have to put in to be able to connect with this person, Aquarius, all right? It could be them, but I feel heavily that it could be possibly you, Aquarius, all right? Let's go ahead and get some cards from the Island Time Wellness deck. I think I'm going to get 3. Let me get 3 cards. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 3 for your person and 3 for you. Okay. So we have love coming out for your person. So It says on the card, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Okay, so they have unconditional love for you, whether you know that or not, Aquarius. All right. For some of you guys, I don't know if you know this person as well, if you've known them for that long. All right. But this could be like a past life love, so they can feel very deeply. And that could be where the emotions that I picked up a lot in the water, they feel very deeply for you. They have a lot of deep emotions for you. And so if any of the other things don't resonate with you, they have a lot of deep emotions for you. Self-love, or a lot of unconditional love, I should say. It's because they have a lot of love for themselves. They're very at one, at peace with themselves. They understand themselves very well, and that allows them to understand other people, especially you, very well. They see themselves in you, whether you see yourself in them or not. They can see themselves in you, or that's how you feel about them. I'm going off how Spirit is leading me, so I'm only taking one card for your energy. You got photograph. It says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgic, or nostalgia, I should say, making new memories. Yeah, so for some of you guys, it's somebody that you know, all right? Or I get intuitively, this could be somebody that you dream about, or you think about, you daydream a lot about. And so you could just have like a photographic memory in your head, or you could actually have a physical picture depending on your situation, I should say, okay? So you could be yearning for this person. You miss them a lot. Mutual energy, you have ascending. Yeah, we touched base on that. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Yeah. And so this time of you like elevating, getting to know yourself, evolving, I'm hearing, is actually preparing you for union. Well, it's prepared you with union with yourself, most importantly first. And then what we feel on the inside, we manifest into our reality. And so it's manifested a divine counterpart, Aquarius, whether you know that or not. Yeah, underneath the deck, my loves, you have soulmate. All right. And it says soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Yeah, you have a very strong tie with this person. Yeah, you're going to be entering a new phase. It may require you to be less self-absorbed, all right, less egotistical. I know. But you could be heavily focused on yourself right now, okay? In your own personal matters and your own finances, which is, it's okay. It's great. That's fine. All right. But it's actually it's time for you to like find balance in that. All right. Multitask. All right. So you can focus on yourself and your own tasks while still connecting with somebody romantically, Aquarius. Okay. All right, so for their card, they have truth expression. They have some type of new perspective, or they're seeing the truth. All right, they have some type of clear action they want to take, or honesty, or sometimes they want to communicate. All right, so they could be wanting you to communicate something, or they'll be communicating something soon, or that could be how you feel. For your energy, though, crazy enough, they have unconditional love on this card, and the card you got out is kisses, and it says unconditionally loving. All right, it's a lot of typos on these cards, but you guys both have unconditional love for each other in two different decks. All right, the same phrase came out: giving and receiving affection, falling in love. All right, so it looks like that you've fallen in love, Aquarius. All right, when you least expect it. I don't know if you're aware of this, if this happened already, or your emotions are coming up to the surface, or you're reminiscing, you're missing them, you're yearning for them, you're daydreaming, you're looking at photos. Aquarius, is because you're in love. All right, you're falling in love, my loves, or you're already in love. Okay, it's very beautiful energy, very childlike. All right, you seem very avoidant a little bit with the Aquarius. All right, so it catch you off guard. Okay, don't overthink it. For mutual energy, my loves, you have contemplation. All right, and so it says, between two people or two paths, do I stay or go? All right, I don't see a third party or other outside energies in the reading, but it could be. You guys could just be contemplating whether you want to go down this path with each other. All right, underneath the deck, my loves, you have the spring timing card. We're in spring right now. We have planting seeds, plans, preparations, putting into work. Yeah, so this could be happening during this time period, my loves. It could be playing out, because I think summer starts next month, which is June. All right, May is the month I'm filming this in real time. Clarifying the decision card is self-worth, high vibration. It says healing unworthiness, expectations, and values. All right, that's mutual energy. So that could be why you guys are contemplating, because you feel unworthy of the connection, unworthy of each other, or maybe you feel like your expectations are too high, or your values are too high in regards to this connection because of some disappointments in the past. All right, know that this is a time for you to raise your vibration and increase your self-esteem and your self-worth, and know that you're worthy of this. All right, so you guys coming together, whether you know this or not, my love, is actually going to heal your self-worth issues. All right, and actually push you to a new level, ascend. All right, transcend. Let's go ahead and get a Lover's Oracle card. I want to get 3. I want to keep on with that. All right. You could possibly have a child with this person, Aquarius, so they want to have a child or you want to have one, but I'm getting the energy of 3. Okay. A lot. And so I get you and the person that you're thinking of, and I get a small person like a child. I get it intuitively. That's what I keep thinking of. All right. You guys are very connected to mind, body, and spirit, okay? You guys are one with the Most High, one with yourselves, okay? I think of the Holy Trinity. Some of you guys could be very religious or very spiritual, all right? Or they could be, all right? Take it how it resonates for you. For their card that came out for them is Manifesting Miracles. It says, your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow in guidance. So this person is keeping faith. They're keeping hope alive. They got some Aquarius in their chart as well, too, or just be in, like, I get star energy. All right, they could be popular or like a celebrity. You don't have to resonate with that, all right, but I'm getting that, all right. And so they could brighten up people's day as well too, but they feel like that you, the Aquarius, brightens up their day, that you're their star, all right, or their beacon of light or their North Star. Maybe this person could have a North Node in Aquarius, all right. It's very precise, but that's the message I'm getting, all right. And so they're just hoping that they have a miracle and that things work out in their favor with you, all right. This could be within this connection, but also in their career somehow or in another aspect of their life. For your energy, you have beloved. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Yeah, you think about this person a lot, Aquarius. Like, you daydream about them, and you could possibly dream about them as well too at night while you sleep. I don't know if this person knows this, but you are heavily on their mind. Okay. There may be a need for you to communicate this with this person, all right? You could be waiting for this person to communicate this with you, all right? Use your own discernment, all right? I'm not trying to force you to do anything or feel like it's your responsibility, but you think about them a lot, and it feels like the person is waiting for you or wanting you to make some type of move or express something. For mutual energy, though, my loves, you guys have romance. It says Cupid arrow strikes, yeah. It looks like you guys are both in love, all right? Very beautiful message, my loves. I feel called to leave it right here, all right? I do see this card, though. At the bottom of the deck, it says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way, all right? So what's causing you to feel stuck or feel like that you can't make a move, all right? You or your person, or if this is a crosswatch, all right? It also says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course, all right? So if you feel like there's distance or you've been wanting to communicate things, but you feel like it's in the right time, it'll happen in divine timing, Aquarius, all right? Well, that's a message for your person. All right. I feel called to leave right there, my love. Until next time.